And green again, okay. Looks like some kind of robotic soldier. It's clearly seen better days. Nah, it's always the same. It's always muggins here who has to patrol the perimeter. But I suppose someone's got to do it. You never know when the blighters are going to strike. And I never know when that signal's going to drop out. Come on, stupid thing. What's that? What blighters, you ask? Why, I'm talking about those clanking cats. The automata, of course. Figure those automata come within range of this window, I shall get a jolly good catapulting right between the eyes. Well, I say between the eyes, My shooting skills have been known to be somewhat on the erratic side. Oh, do naff off, will you? I was only just on patrol. It can't be my shift already. These tin tyrants are tough nuts to crack, let me tell you. No arrow can pierce that hide of theirs. But they do have their weak points. Their eyes are vulnerable, as are their sockets for their hands and feet. A judiciously spread volley of missiles is sure to hit one of their soft spots or other. I'm certainly glad I came here to peddle my wares. My medicine's been selling like billios. Perhaps that wasn't the most sensitive thing I've ever said. Moving swiftly on. Welcome to the item shop. I don't want just one. Oh, dash and blast. I wasn't aiming there at all. I'm afraid I've no gift whatsoever for this catapult malarkey. I thought I'd lend our troops a hand, you see, but it turns out old Butterfingers here isn't much cop. I know I'm at that dizzy age, but I've still got all my buttons on. Even an old relic like me can lend a hand by keeping those weapons polished. These weapons polished. I'll be jiggered if I'm going to see the town of my birth overrun by those clanging monstrosities. Go on, cast an optic to the southwest. You should be able to see good old Faraday Castle. We were frog marched down here from there to protect this luckless frontier town. Frankly, I can't wait to be demobbed. Hyde takes a look through the telescope. Everything looks perfectly tranquil at the moment. What are you skillmalinks doing skulking around here? Come on, out with it. Do you mean to tell me or not? Sure. I see. Travellers, you say? You did well to make it here with all those mechanical marauders out there. Well, a word to the wise. I'd give this entire region a wide berth if I were you. Mind how you go when you're outside town, unless you want to be mauled by a mechanical monstrosity, that is. And if they do go after you, don't make the mistake of trying to run away to the northeast. The Bally Bridge is broken. It's bad for my constitution, I tell you. No trade with the kingdom next door means I don't eat. Look. It's moving, but how? Is it magic or something? This is the sole entrance to our stronghold. If we put a door on the outside, we might as well invite those clockwork crows in for tea. We've been forced to make our ministry here for safety. Move our ministry here for safety, even. It looks rather more like a cowshed than a church, I'm afraid. Yet the Almighty cares not for creature comforts. If this is where we must be in order to provide spiritual succor to the townspeople, then so be it. Very well. I hereby adjourn this briefing. There are no further questions, I trust. No, Captain Goodwinding. No questions, sir. The important thing is not to act rashly. Is that quite clear? Yes, sir. Very good, sir. Very well. If that is all, I shall return to Faraday Castle. Yes, sir. Mind how you go, sir. Hello. What do we have here, then? Mercenaries here to ply your trade, I take it? Well, I don't want to see any heroics. Those automata are heartless curs without a shred of honour. We can't afford to throw men at them willy-nilly. Those wretched automata don't have flesh and blood like you and me, you know. When they're injured, nothing but filthy oil spills out everywhere. Our water is awash with the stuff. Hand me, you metal fiend. Prepare for a spot of fisticuffs. I'll make you sing small. You see, you'll see. Oh, I am sorry. It seems I was rather hasty in jumping to conclusions there. One must always be ready for battle, even in response. Repose. Gosh, how I envy those of us who somehow still manage to sleep like tops. Our scouts report that the perimeter of the suspected automata stronghold is patrolled by a sizable force of the rotters. It's tricky enough taking on one of them, but confronting a whole legion would be dashed near impossible. Well, this takes the cake. We know where the ruddy enemy is, and we're just going to leave them to it. Their base is in that bally great anthill off to the east, and every man among us knows it. I'm a crack shot with a catapult, I'll have you know. Did you see all them knobbed automata out there? Struck down neat as you like. They were my handiwork, that were. Cripes. I've nodded off again. I do hope I haven't missed Captain Goodwinding's briefing. I think you may be out of luck there. Captain Goodwinding's already gone back to the castle. Oh, dash and bother. I shall be hauled over the coals when I return to the castle. Just my rotten luck. Good day to you. Are you travellers? Yep. Goodness, I must say I'm astonished that you managed to make it here alive. Our little town of Frobishire is under constant assault from those awful automata. No one knows why, of course. I would advise you to run along to Faraday Castle. You'll be safer there. I dare say we shan't hold out here forever. An army marches on its stomach. Did you ever hear that one? I don't care how many clockwork cads we're fighting. There's always time for a jolly good feed. I just love dirty laundry. I love to get it as clean can be. We're running rather low on supplies, I'm sorry to say. But that's no excuse. There's no recipe so plain that a little perspiration and a dash of inspiration can't liven it up. There are thrifty times after all. These are thrifty times after all. Ugh, keep muddling my words. This wicked creature made me an orphan. It took my dear father in his prime. Take that, and that, and that, you rotter. Of course, it spawns an enemy directly in front of me. Oh, hello there. We don't see your sort every day, you know. Travellers, are you? Yep. I'll be jiggered. No one's come this way since the bridge northeast of here was demolished. Quite frankly, I think you're potty, wandering around outside unprotected at a time like this. Your journey must be jolly important, that's all I can say. Let me guess. You're here to sign on as mercenaries, am I right? Sure. And a jolly good thing too. We need all the help we can get, let me tell you. Of course, I can't just wave you through. There's red tape to worry about, don't you know? I take it you're happy to demonstrate your prowess in battle? Yeah. Splendid. This way, if you please. So, these are our bricky recruits to be, are they? Indeed they are. If you'd be so kind as to put them through their paces. It will be my pleasure. They seem rather a plucky bunch, don't they? Righto, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? I'll take you on, We'll see if you pass muster. Oh. Really thought I was dead there for a second. Hold it there, that will be quite sufficient. Easy peasy. I think we can safely say you come up to, ouch, scratch. You are cordially invited to assist us in giving those filthy automata the pummeling they so richly deserve. A famous victory. You young mercenaries have acquitted yourself with aplomb. Now, are you ready to do your utmost to defend the honour of our kingdom? Sure. Marvellous. I have high hopes for all of you. Come along then, recruits. Back to the corporal's mess with you. Your orders for the moment are to make ready your equipment and stand by until further notice. All being well, Captain Goodwinding will be returning to the castle presently. In the meantime, it's the done thing for new recruits to go and swear allegiance to His Majesty personally, you know. Best not to break with tradition, eh? That noise. It's them. The automata are coming. Help. Yeah. I say, you wouldn't have to have seen the captain anywhere, would you? Yeah? Ah, you have. So I made it back safe and sound, eh? Capital. No doubt he'll be giving the king the lowdown. If you happen to see him, kindly tell him that Lance Corporal Promptly Wallop requests a moment of his time. This is the officers' mess. It's where we gentlemen of intermediate rank retire to silence and requiesce after the manifold tribulations of the working day. Any symposia concerning matters of tactics and strategies also tend to occur within the confines of these four walls. Between you and me, our most recent confabulation has been elephantine in duration and lillifantine in import. You clearly have the old Faraday grid in abundance. We could do with more recruits of your caliber. Yes, if we could swell the ranks with some more top-hole mercenaries such as ourselves, we could do down with metal cads with it. Do down those metal cads with ease. Still you won't hire me. What do I have to do to convince you? Take this and that. I very much enjoyed watching your little set to just now. It was a barnstorming performance. Seems you made the grade. Jolly good show. As our newest recruits, it is my pleasure to let you pass. Oh, I haven't seen your ugly mugs before. You new recruits, I take it. Well, if it's an audience with the king you're after, you'll find him upstairs. Good day to you. I'm a missionary bringing the gospel of the Almighty to even the most benighted realms. I learned that this kingdom was engaged in an unending battle against a barbaric foe, and thought I might be able to assist. But the automata have me flummoxed. How can one hope to convert those who have no souls? This is the royal bedchamber. You really shouldn't go in there, you know. It's awfully rude. Must loot everywhere. Oh, my old man's a dustbin. He wears a dustbin hat. His lifeless eyes and his iron thighs are enough to knock you flat. I bonked him on the head one day and it rang out like a gong. He nickel-noggined, ne'er-do-well, my old autoton. I'm penning a music hall classic to skewer the sensibilities of those tin-skinned brutes. Though I fear for all the metal plating, they may still lack a sense of irony. Through there is an underground bolt hole, where the king and the top brass can scarper to in extremis. Strictly speaking, it's not somewhere raw recruits should be nosing around, but if you did decide to pull that lever, I certainly wouldn't be telling anyone. I'm busy stockpiling food to get this room ready for emergencies. Who knows? The king might need to hide down here for days on end. Tell me, do you think the automata have souls? Do you think they would feel anything if they gazed upon beautiful flowers such as these? Would they find solace and comfort in the way the water catches the afternoon sun? No, I rather fear not. They have no feelings, and that's what makes them the most fearsome adversary imaginable. That man is shocking bad hat, let me tell you. This is not a soup kitchen. All the rotter does is eat. And have I ever seen him lift a finger to make himself useful to anyone? No, I have not. The best thing one can do before going off to battle is to strap on the old feed bag. I say, gotta get another slice of squirrel pie, a dash of calf's hoot jelly, some slink and a helping of broxy. Visiting the castle, are you? Have you met our princess yet? Yep. Oh, you did? Yes, she's always out there by herself, saying all those desperately wistful things. Automatas aren't like us, you know. They never grow weary, and no matter how many fall in battle, more are always being built to take their place. I know one shouldn't say so, but I'm afraid our prospects might be rather bleak. Oh, I simply can't wait to see our beloved palace guard leap into action. They're such an awfully dashing lot. Oh, I do apologise. I should explain. When the guards spy anything suspicious, they immediately leap down the trapdoor there to report it. It's just the most breathtaking display of bravery and stoic fulfilment of duty. It sets my heart quivering, something awful. There may come a day when the automaton horde stands at the gates of our castle. It is my duty to my kingdom, nay, my civilization, to be ready for them. I've just been hired, you know. Between you and me, I haven't the foggiest what's going on. I mean, what's an automatron? When's it at home? Certainly doesn't sound that frightening to me. Do you mind? I'm trying to keep a lookout here. If I fail to spot an approaching army of automata, there'll be hell to play. By crikey, nothing to report, Captain. Hold on, you're not Captain Goodwinding. Would you mind awfully not sneaking up on me like that? Not so long ago, the castle here was jammed to the rafters with travellers, and there was more merrymaking than we knew what to do with. Now it's a rare sight to see anyone who isn't in armour. The fun's rather gone out of the old place. It's especially dull now most of our best troops have been posted to Frobisher, out to the northeast. All the gang have gone, you know. Clanky, Smythe, Old Biffer. If you're wondering what that rum contraption's shuffling around in the corner is, it's a variety of automatron. What's it called, you ask? I believe it is known as an automated debris aspirator. You switch the thing on, and it busies itself sucking up dust and other undesirable substances. It can be rather temperamental, mind you. Fresh faces, eh? More rural recruits, I shouldn't wonder. And probably mercenaries to boot. Time was we wouldn't have dreamed of pressing every passing wastrel into service. It's a dashed, ungentlemanly business. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and with those automata running amok, desperate is something close to an understatement. My duty as king is to defend our great nation by any means necessary. Gentlemanly conduct is, unfortunately, a luxury we can ill afford. Nevertheless, we must maintain at least a bare minimum of decorum, I suppose. May I ask your names? Pleased to meet you, Your Majesty. My name is Maribel. The name's Kiefer. Ruff. My name's Ruff. Nice to meet you. Can we be friends? I hope so. And your name is Hyde, you say? I see. Now, I trust I can depend on you to do all that is in your power to defend the interests of my kingdom. Yep. Very good. Now, I'm sure Captain Goodwinding has duties for you to attend to. Be on your way, and do not bring the name of my kingdom into disrepute, or I shall hear of it. Captain Goodwinding reporting, Your Majesty. So, how did things stand in Frobisher? Alas, the struggle against the automatron horde shows no sign of abating. I rather fear that neither our troops nor the townspeople will prevail for much longer. I see. It seems things are far from ideal. I am afraid so, Your Majesty. Can only apologize that our efforts have fallen so very short. It cannot be helped. We are bloody but unbowed. Indeed, Your Majesty, I'm currently devising a radical new strategy, and our counterattack will commence presently. Very good. Now I have just had the immeasurable pleasure of meeting some of our newest recruits. I trust you will inform them of their duties, and when you have, you should rest. You look exhausted, man. Yes, Your Majesty. Report to the officers' mess and await further instructions. I have a new strategy to unveil, and you must rest assured that you shall have your part to play. May rest assured you will have your part to play. Why do I keep messing this up? There you are. I believe that's everyone. Let's get this little conflab underway, shall we? Now, I have just returned from Frobisher. As you know all too well, that is the front line in our war against the automata. As you also know, the town is serving as a forward bulwark, stemming the onward progress of the enemy forces. The doughty townspeople and our troops are valiantly facing down our foes, but though it pains me to say it, They are at breaking point. If things continue as they are, Frobisher will be overrun and the castle put at grave risk. I need hardly remind you of how dire the consequences would be if our last bastion were to fall. It is no exaggeration to say that it would spell the end for our kingdom. This being the case, we have no choice. We must grind our loins and reverse the advance of the automaton horde. But there is just one problem. In terms of sheer numbers, we are no match for our foe. Which is why we need a peerless plan, a strategy sans péril, a tactic tour de force that will leave our enemy utterly confounded. Any ideas? Well, we'll give it some thought, shall we? I'm sure a frank and open exchange of opinions will yield results. So this is how things seem to me. Our enemy has no weak points that we are aware of. Any attempts to scare or starve them out simply will not work, and a direct assault is clearly out of the question. Which is to say, we face an enemy to which none of our standard strategies can be applied. Really, this is quite a quandary. Well, if we try to launch a full-scale assault, they'll see us coming a mile off. If only there was some way of stealing a march on them and striking from behind. I know the captain's not going to want to hear this, but I think we need to have a word with old Autonomous. If you want to know about Automata, who better to ask? The accursed things must have a switch or something you can turn them off with, mustn't they? You know, like those cleaning machines you see about the palace. Place, even. Well, we know where their base is, that's something. But we can't very well just march in there and expect to win. We don't have enough men to get the job done. I know. How's this for a strategy? We fight our bally hardest until we win. Sorry, that's the best I could do at short notice. Alright, let's see what bright ideas we've come up with, shall we? Even with us to help out, I doubt that brings the numbers up enough, does it? They aren't alive, right? They're just machines. There must be some way to use that to our advantage. Sorry, I don't know what tactics were till just now. I see. Would anyone care to add anything? Captain? Yes, spit it out, man. I was thinking, would it be too presumptuous to suggest that we ask old Autonomous for his advice? Ah, yes, the inventor. It's certainly an idea. He's a tinker of some renown, after all. His knowledge of mechanical matters might be just the thing to give us the edge. Absolutely not. No matter how dire our predicament, we simply cannot countenance calling on the services of that addle-pattered old fop-doddle. Captain, with all due respect, this is the only choice we have. He may know something that could be of use to us. I agree. Surely there can be no harm in asking him. You may do as you please, but I, for one, will have nothing to do with such foolishness. This meeting is adjourned. Wait, Captain. I wonder what can have caused the animosity the captain seems to feel for old Autonomous. Something downright ugly must have happened between the two of them. Still, I can't very well afford to let that get in our way. It's clear to me we are going to have to prevail upon the inventor for assistance if we're going to stand a chance. But how? Eureka! I have it. You mercenary, fly-by-nights needn't worry about upsetting the captain. You'll be gone before long after all. We shall have you go in our stead. Recruits, I hereby order you to visit the inventor Autonomous on our behalf. He lives in a shack he rather grandly calls the Royal Institute of Autometry. You'll find it to the west of here. You are to request his assistance. You will not, I repeat, not take no for an answer. I'm sure noble warriors such as yourselves will have no problems accomplishing this trifling mission. Now be off with you. Now, I place the counter-rotary spindle cog here and slot the pandering arm into the snozzle. No, it's still not quite there. Of course, I need to swap this pendulous spring around so that it sits plumb with the univerb hose, and that's better. Now, to tighten the oscillating frenulator, and voila. Excuse me, we are here, you know. You're not being very welcoming. Do you mind? I have nothing to say to any of you, and some rather important work to be getting on with. We need to find someone called Autonomous. Are you Autonomous? Where's Autonomous? Well, that's my name. What of it? Now let me guess. Certain Captain Goodwinding asked you to come. But he wants me to do something about the rampaging automata that have been menacing his men. Am I correct? Kinda. Then you're out of luck, I'm afraid. I couldn't give two hoots about his men, or his precious castle, or the people in it, or any people at all, in fact. I've more sympathy for a single automaton than I have for the entire human race. People look at them and think they see evil. Ha! They should take a look at themselves. Go back to the castle and tell Goodwinding I want nothing to do with him or anybody else. I hope I've made myself sufficiently clear. Ah, there you are. So how did it go with Autonomous? Did he offer us his much needed assistance? Nope. But I must say, it's not the news I was hoping for. What is the old curmudgeon's problem, I wonder? Ah, you're back. So, did you manage to enlist old Autonomous's aid? Nope. I see. Seems he's rather a stubborn old goat. Well, if you'd come to me before sending out your little secret delegation, perhaps I could have told you that and saved you the bother. Trust me, I know the man better than anyone. Captain, we're sorry, but with all due respect, we were running out of options and... Save your breath, soldier. Let's just say we'll need to think of a different approach and leave it at that. Now, Hyde, I am assigning you to lookout duty. I want you to relieve the guards stationed immediately above us. Is that understood? Yep. Very good. And I would be grateful if you would forget that you ever heard the name Autonomous. What the devil? I'm awfully sorry. To the officer's mess. Without delay. Follow me, soldier. Golly, how devilishly manly. And I suppose that means something awful must have happened. Now calm down, soldier. Tell me what happened. You say that Frobisher has fallen? Yes, sir. We lost a lot of men. Those things. They're... Come on, man. Snap out of it. Stiff upper lip and all that. Yes, sir. We were unable to hold back their advance. The automata march on the castle as we speak. That's enough, man. Rest now. You did well to make it here so gravely injured. So it seems the automata have humbugged us. Alert the troops. We must put the entire castle on a war footing. Yes, sir. Hyde, you will come with me. This time, Autonomous will talk to you whether he likes it or not. Time is against us. We have no choice but to set aside our petty differences for the sake of the kingdom. Quickly now, we march westward. There isn't a moment to lose. Of course. Bah, to think I vowed never to come here again. There's a brass plate on the automatron's chest, and an inscription that reads, "Hello. My name is Ellie." Nah, Autonomous. You're, keeping well, I hope? Stand fast, Private Hyde. I'll handle this. I hope you'll forgive me for presuming to try and convince you one last time. Frobisher has fallen, you see, and the automata are doubtless marching on the castle as we speak. I have to ask this one last time. Could you possibly see your way to helping us defeat them? You never did know when to give up, did you, Thaddeus? I told you before, I haven't the slightest intention of helping you, and nothing has changed. Not a sausage. So it would be no skin off your nose if the kingdom where you were born and raised was wiped from the map. Is that it? Yes, I'd say that sums it up rather neatly. We humans must all die in the end, dear fellow, just as well today as tomorrow. Damn your stubborn hide, Autonomous. It's no good, Private Hyde. This man cannot be reasoned with. We must return to the castle without delay. The automatron horde may already be at the gates. Yes, let them all die. What does it matter to me? Let them die, just like she did. Only a human. Once a human dies, that's it. They'll never move again. Never speak again. What the devil, automata here already? Now there's a rum thing. The infernal contraption just stopped. What's all this hullabaloo? I thought I told you to... Fascinating. So this is one of the automata you've all been harping on about, is it? It seems the unfortunate creature has taken rather a lot of damage, but all is not lost. Let's see now. Thaddeus, give me a hand, will you? I need to get the poor girl inside. What exactly do you have in mind, Autonomous? I think I understand. Very well. Private Hyde, you are to return to the castle. Our troops there need all the help they can get. I will join you there presently. Curse, you confounded congregation of cogs. You'll never take the castle. Hide. You're needed at the main gate. Must be defended at all cost. Enemy detected. Launching attack. So these automata think they're getting into the castle, do they? Of my dead body. Hey, you're back to lend a hand. Jolly good. Now roll up your sleeves and help us protect the castle, will you? I'll try to hold the main gate. If any of these oils splattered so-and-sos make it through, we'll be trusting you to hold the line. So the battle has been joined in earnest. Oh, Almighty, please watch over our valiant troops on the field of battle. I'll protect the stairway. You're needed at the main gate. Quickly now. Ugh. Ugh. Enemy detected. Launching assault. More of them. That's all we need. This is tough going. Here it comes. Huh? What happened? Did they all break down at the same time? Or something? I had a good rummage around in the old girl's neural matrix, and managed to remove all traces of belligerence with a little clever rewiring. This little lady won't be posing a threat to humans again anytime soon, will you, my dear? There. What's more, in the course of my tinkering, I discovered that the automata were being controlled by means of audio waves. And having her transmit a signal at a frequency intended to block those waves was the work of mere moments. In other words, we now have a tool that will guarantee human dominance over the automata. I rather think we should strike at the automatron stronghold while the island is hot, no? Soldier, may I request your attendance at a little tactical confab prior to the main event? Yep. Capital. Meet me in the... But what am I saying? You must be dead on your feet after all you've been through. Very well. We shall convene to discuss the details of the upcoming assault bright and early in the morning. Hyde, you and your friends have done this kingdom proud. You too, Autonomous. Now get some rest. If you insist, although I can't sleep thinking of all the new robotic chums there are to be made over in the stronghold there. First thing in the morning, soldier, don't forget. The injured soldiers are carried into the castle, where their wounds are treated. Happily, all of them live to fight another day. Exhausted after all they've been through, Hyde and the rest of the party curl up in a room in the castle and fall asleep. Then morning comes. Good morning. Ever so sorry we didn't have enough proper beds for you. We needed them all for the injured soldiers, you see. I hope it wasn't too awfully uncomfortable for you. Hyde, your sterling efforts in the struggle against our oppressors did not go unnoticed, I assure you. Still, things were a little too close for comfort. For my liking, the automata were a hair's breadth away from getting in the castle. With any luck, this should be the last tentacle confab for the foreseeable future. Oh, and I didn't mean that as it may have sounded, of course. You saw it, didn't you? Old Autonomous certainly showed those middle marauders who's the gaffer. I bloody well knew asking him to come to our aid was a capital idea. Allow me, on behalf of myself and all the citizens of our kingdom, to thank you for your unstinting efforts in defending the castle. I'm pleased to tell you that we are no longer on the back foot. It's time to take the fight to our foe at last. I'm assuming you witnessed the power of the weapon Autonomous created for us? Yep. Thanks to this latest addition to our arsenal, with a little luck, we shall be able to march on the enemy's stronghold unopposed. All we need do now is finalize a few final strategic niceties, and we shall be ready to make our final assault. Would you be so kind as to ask Promptly Wallop to round up the men? Well, looks as if we're all set for the Captain's Council of War. As I understand it, he's in the other mess hall. Be a good fellow and run over and get him, will you? What's that? The men are all set. Very well. I shall lead the way. This one's beyond repair. They all are. How could that dashed fool of a soldier possibly have believed he was doing us a favour? I went to the trouble of lugging all my bally tools here in the hopes of salvaging some friends from my special new gal. But they're ruined, all ruined. Still, I did enjoy chasing those injured soldiers out of here. That was rather jolly. I say, while you're here, you don't happen to know who created the automata, do you? Nope. Thought as much. I have a little theory that they weren't made by human hands. Too intricate, you see. My guess is that they're the work of an extremely powerful magical being of some kind or other, and not a friendly one. After all, the neural matrices were loaded with one order, and one alone, to wipe out humanity. Not that that bothers me, of course. It's the poor automata I feel sorry for. Imagine people thinking they can just dismantle you willy-nilly. We humans don't know how good we have it. All present and correct. Then let us begin. As you know, the automata made an exploratory assault on the castle yesterday. Fortunately, we were able to repel the invaders thanks to the expertise of Autonomous and a healthy dose of good old Faraday gumption. But if allowed to regroup, they will launch another attack. Of that we may be certain. Which is why I propose that we steal a march on our enemy and strike at the very seat of their power. Men, we march on the automaton. Why does this keep throwing me? We march on the automaton. Yeah, we march on the automaton stronghold. With the help of Autonomous and his new weapon, we'll be able to render the enemy forces entirely hopeless. This being the case, capturing their base of operations should be as simple as merely walking through the door. Once inside, we will seek out whatever sinister force commands them, eliminate it, and our beloved kingdom will be safe once more. Oh, bravo! That's the ticket! Hyde, you and your companions will join me in the assault on the enemy stronghold. The force we send must be lean and highly agile. But Captain, you mean to say we can't all go? Your role will be equally vital. You must remain here and protect the castle. With the numbers at its disposal, our enemy could launch a counterattack at any moment. I trust you'll consent to join me in the strike force, Hyde? Yep. Very good. Now, you will form the advance party. You are to head directly to the enemy base. You will march due east from Frobisher without delay. I will bring up the rear, accompanied by our secret weapon. All clear? Jolly good. Then I hereby adjourn this briefing. Men, your work here in defending the castle will be vital to our cause. Do not disappoint me. Yes, sir. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must have a quick word or two with Automatus. Time is of the essence, soldier. Grab your kit and report to me when you're ready for the off. Hyde. So you're ready for the off, I take it? Could I ask you to bear with me just a moment longer? Autonomous is making some final adjustments, you see. What the devil could the power source for such a magnificent machine be? Some form of perpetual motion engine, perhaps? If only I could unravel your wondrous mysteries, my dear, I might finally find what I've searched for all these years, the secret of eternal life. In any case, Swelling, you look positively radiant. Ahem. Thaddeus, Ellie is ready for you. Ellie. Golly. So he still hasn't put it behind him, eh? Pains me to say it, but Eddie is long gone. Poor blighter. Autonomous, old fellow. If you're quite done tinkering, I'd say it's about time we were headed off. If you'll just hand over the automatron, we'll take it from here. Nonsense. Do you think I'm letting my Eddie out of my sight? You're even more of an empty-headed fop-doddle than I thought. Well, if you insist, but I warn you, this will be no promenade. I shan't be able to guarantee your safety. Oh, don't worry. I wouldn't want you to. We've all seen how that ends. Well, friends, the final battle is at hand. We must part company with the good people of Faraday Castle. It is a wretch, but such is life, Hyde. Take the time to speak to everyone who has come out to wish us well. But there are so few of you. Are you sure this is a good idea? Yep. I see. Well, if you believe you can do it, then so do I. Do not trouble yourself with thoughts of the castle. It is in safe hands. Your concentration on finding whatever reprobate is behind all this and wringing the blighter's neck. So you decided to march blindly into the jaws of death, I hear. Well, what better way to send you off than with a little song I wrote? Once there was a brave little trooper, a hero from parts yet unknown, with muscles and morals quite super, and a voice of quite masterful tone. And wherever our hero did wander, they would rise up their voices in song, and they all know his signature number. Here it goes, come on folks, sing along. So there's the automatron, that automatus rejiggered, is it? It don't look no more powerful than the rest of them to me, and we've only got the one. I simply had to tear myself away from the kitchen to wish you the best of luck. So you're really going into the lion's den with the captain, are you? Well, rather you than me. Just who or what can have created such a great multitude of automata? I simply must know. One thing is plain, whoever it may be, the powers are extraordinary. Well, friends, the final battle is at hand. Yep, already done that. If you do find the wretches behind all this, could you tell them something from me? Tell them they're a cad, a bounder, and a thoroughly ungentlemanly sort. I wonder who or what exactly the sinister force behind all these automatron shenanigans will turn out to be. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was someone exactly like old Thomas himself. Righto, we're setting out, and you should too. We'll rendezvous in Frobisher before the final assault. See you there. We look forward to your triumphant return, Captain. Mind how you go now. Best of luck. Chin up, me old cockaboos. You better come back alive or else. pains me that we have not yet dug graves for the fallen, but it is still far too perilous. What in the... Oh, it's you. Would you mind awfully not sneaking up on me like that? I suppose you want to know what I'm doing all the way over here, hmm? Yep. Well, I was rather worried that Ellie might have given the blighted populace a fright. So I placed myself at something of a remove. I do wish you hadn't taken quite such an age getting here, though. It's been awfully dull. Very good, sir. We shall remain on duty here and await your return, sir. Very good. I'm counting on you. I know you'll give those heartless curs hell, sir. Ah, Private Hyde. It's time we were on our way, you know. Autonomous and I will be marching for the enemy stronghold presently. If you want to make it there ahead of us, you'll have to work cut out for you. You'll have your work cut out for you. There's to be no zeedling about, is that clear? What to fight? Let me run. Now hold on just 1 second. What the dickens do you think you're doing? Use your eyes, will you? There are more of those iron devils down there than a man can count. Believe me, I know how badly infuriating it is. The source of all our problems right in front of you, not a blasted thing you can do. I rather fear we may be done for, you know. Ah, there you are, Private Hyde. You made your way ahead of us, as ordered. Excellent. Captain, behind you. Sir, a blasted automatron, sir. Right there. Pull yourself together, man. Does it look like it's trying to brain me? This one's on our side. Thanks to Autonomous here, victory is within our grasp at last. Victory, sir? Very well, Private Hyde. There's no sense in dawdling. Are you ready to make your assault? Sure. That's the spirit. Now, we three will make our way down ahead of you and set those tin men's heads a-spinning. Once they're out of commission, I'll need you to charge into the stronghold and root out whoever or whatever is behind all this. Up, guards, and at 'em! What in the blue blazes? I do declare, those automata are acting the giddy goat. Seems the automata have yet to devise a method of dealing with my Ellie. That's my girl. As to whether or not the disruptive frequencies are penetrating into the depths of the base itself, I'm afraid it's hard to say. And there goes the play. Well, something that just happened. Damn, I've got to resurrect everyone now. Piece of bloody crap. Just let me fucking run from a fight when I flee. this crap if it didn't have the dumbest goddamn fucking job system ever. Doesn't let you access it till fucking so late in the goddamn game. No. back. Don't want to over level though. And so they start to appear. Why? Why do you have to do a hit that fucking strong? God fucking sake. No, let's have enemies make you able to one hit kill you. You wouldn't want to make you have it so you could stand a chance to win the fucking battles, would you? Oh no, that would be fucking sensible. Aye. Gonna have to attempt to get back out of here. Oh God. Further in, I want to get out. Stop fucking spawning enemies. Of course. I'm walking that way, so of course you're going to spawn the enemy straight in my path. What was I even thinking, trying to walk somewhere? It's the worst part in the freaking PlayStation 1 as well. No, I didn't want to do that. and back again. Don't spawn enemies directly in my path. Right. Don't want to, but fucking choice in the matter, really. What the hell? I'm on the goddamn elevator. That means it fucking goes down. It's an automatic fucking process. Why the fuck did you not do anything? You will fucking well let me run right this second. Fucking fleeing, let me fucking flee! For the love of fucking hell. And there goes the fucking party member, of course, it fucking does. And now it's gonna let me flee, isn't it? Yes, of course it fucking does. Magically this one won't go down. Of course it fucking won't. Why would it do what every single other one did? Not fighting, running. Have to leave again to resurrect my fucking party member who you unfairly killed. Again. Oh, for fuck's sake! Why would you spawn it that fucking close? Resurrect Mirabelle again. I should just grab a frickin' action replay and cheat my way through this. But no, I want to do it normally. It's annoying me no frickin' end. But screw it. If it goes on one more time, then it's done. I'll take any chance this thing has of ever winning again and screw it over completely. Nice if I could turn the camera down in this dungeon so I could see things. I have to go downwards like this. It doesn't fucking let me because it's goddamn stupid. If I could just do that, I could dodge the enemies better, but no. Can't have that. Be sensible. Can't have you actually able to see where you're going. Intercept mode activated. Intruder detected. Commencing assault. The automaton is motionless, however it does appear to be in working order. What in the... How did you worms get down here? Can you have fought your way through all those automata? I refuse to believe it. No, it is not possible. No miserable human force could accomplish such a feat. But a theory is nothing until it is put to the test. Let us see how you fare against a representative sample. Come, troops, destroy them. I feel I just got very lucky. Did my automaton slaves just disobey a direct order? I told them to destroy you. Well then, seeing as I have no choice, I shall have to see if I can't pulverize you myself. No. They laughed at me, called me the Tin Pot Dictator. I was so sure I would prove them wrong. But now, look at me. My master, the great evil, He entrusted me with an army of automata, trusted that I would destroy humanity. It was such a beautiful plan. How could it end like this? But it is not over yet. One trump card remains, and if it destroys this entire island, then so be it. I shall not be here to see it. Come to me, ultimate automatron. It is on its way. I feel it. The task entrusted to me shall be carried out. All human life will be erased. Destroy, destroy, eliminate humankind. Oh, this is terrible. Nice if I had a spell that, lowered its attack, but no, can't have one of those. And there goes Maribel. And there goes Kiefer. Rough. Managed to pull out a win. Critical damage sustained. Preparing to self-destruct. I should have known it would be you making all the hullabaloo. Capital stuff, Private Hyde. Capital stuff indeed. You carried out your orders to the letter. The nefarious force behind our mechanical woes has been well and truly obliterated. You have rid this green and present land of the plague that threatened to destroy it, and in so doing earned its undying gratitude. I shall return to the castle forthwith and share the good news with the king and his subjects. No need to rush back. Get yourself a little R&R, soldier. You've earned it. And resurrect your dead friends. Again. I've managed to root out some tools for repairing faulty units, but it doesn't seem as if the automata were actually manufactured here. Given their mechanical sophistication and the use of materials unfamiliar to us, I suspect they may not even have been manufactured in this world. I must say, I'm impressed you managed to defeat such advanced beings. I never would have thought we humans stood a chance against this sort of perfection. I certainly wouldn't have. Not that I'd want to, of course. Brute strength is so, well, brutish. Now, if you've quite finished bothering me, I have important research to be getting on with. Since ultimately cleared the dungeon, I won't resort to cheating yet. If it starts to annoy me like this again in the future. Okay, that's good here. Use of the thing. Placing the shield in his coffin. And equipping it on him too. Yeah. They look like nothing more than a gaggle of broken dolls, don't they? Oh, you're looking for the captain. He was simply bursting to spread the news, so he rushed off to the castle via Frobisher. He had a weight lifted off his shoulders, and no mistake. I bet he thought he'd never be rid of these blighters. And it's all thanks to you. If I had known you were such a consummate brick, I would have waved you right on through when we first turned up here. If I remember rightly, this should be the hardest part of the game done. Short order, I should get access to a casino, which I should be able to screw around with to get some overpowered equipment. And then it should pretty much be a straight shot to the Abbey, where I can get access to the job classes. that's done, I can finally start killing things again. Well, once that's done, I'll have a massive offline grinding session, in which I'll master as many of the damn jobs as I can and get as many skills as I can so I never have to make an effort again. Didn't mean to save. There you are, Hyde. I was starting to wonder where you'd got to. Captain Goodwinding has been telling me all about your little adventure together. Capital stuff. Just marvellous. Hyde, Kiefer, Maribel, and Ruff. Oh, and you two Goodwin. Oh, and you two Goodwin Oh, and you two Goodwinding brothers, too, of course. Thaddeus, autonomous. You brave heroes never once stopped straining your hearts, nerves, and sinews, and you fought true and brave. You have done our beloved kingdom proud, and on behalf of myself and all my subjects, I would like to thank you most sincerely. Thank you for your kind words, Your Majesty, but I was merely doing my duty. Now, your efforts above and beyond the call of duty deserve a reward. If it is within my power to give it, name it, and it shall be yours. I do not require baubles or gewgaws, Your Majesty. To serve king and country is more than enough reward. I would ask that you bestow any reward you feel due to me, to my brother, and these brave soldiers in my stead. I don't want anything from you people. In fact, I don't think I can stand another minute of this tedious rigmarole, if you'll excuse me. Autonomous, wait. If I may proceed. Hyde, for your gallant band service to the kingdom, allow me to present you with this. This knife has long been a treasure of the royal family. It possesses the power to paralyze enemies as you strike them. I am certain it will serve you well. At the risk of repeating myself, I would like to once again take this opportunity to thank you all. Our kingdom is in your debt. Thank you, Your Majesty. Now, if I may be excused. Voices can be heard on the other side of the door. So, you decided to name your new automaton after Ellie? Go ahead. Laugh. Call me a sentimental old fool if you like. Matters not a jot to me. I do not think you are a fool, but I do think you may not yet have made your peace with what happened. It was an accident, Autonomous. I'm quite sure Ellie did not mean for any of this to happen. Oh, spare me your anti-speculation. I can't forgive her. I shan't forgive her. She left me, ran off and left me all alone. Now you console yourself with the company of an automaton in her stead. And what if I do? She won't go running off without a by your leave. She won't die on me. One cannot help but wonder if the automata have hearts and souls like ours. Flowers identified. Beauty confirmed. Come, Ellie. It's time we were off. Bid you good day, Princess. Poor, poor Artemis. You and your companions have excelled yourselves. We are deeply indebted to all of you, Hyde. I shudder to think what would have become of our beloved kingdom if it hadn't been for you. Haven't we got rid of you yet? I thought your business in our little kingdom was at an end. Well, regardless, I have no interest whatsoever in talking to you or anybody else. The world can go to hell in a handbasket for all I care. My darling Ellie is all the company I require. Thank you very much. There's a brass plate with an inscription that reads, "Hello, my name is..." But the name has been crudely scrubbed out. La 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 la. That's the pain in the arse island done. is that up there? Is it the, whatever it is, it ain't showing up. Hello, dear. If you'd like your fortune telling, I'm your girl. Well, fancy seeing what the future holds? Sure. Marvellous. Here we go then. Boo. Here it is, almost there. Oh well, I must say, this is rather rum. I can't see a bloody thing. Your future's as blank as the blanket slate in the National Museum of Frightfully Blank Slates. Or perhaps my second sight's all fading, along with my eyesight. Never get old, dear. Dashed awful business. Let's do. 'Tis an eternity I have waited. The light which once illuminated these lands hath long since been extinguished, and still I wait. But I have faith that all is not in vain. Nay, one day my duty shall be fulfilled. I have faith that the ruins in which the Almighty sleeps shall one day be discovered. Aye, when the sacred stone spoke of in legends is brought here, I shall know that it is time. Though there are those who seek to destroy the Almighty, know that his power and grace are eternal. He has bequeathed to his chosen people the ultimate miracle, the ability to one day reawaken him. We, the Holy Order of the Almighty, do solemnly vow to guard the secret of his revival for all eternity. We patiently await the day when the bearer of the sacred stone shall appear, and the sun shall rise on a new era. Okay, that is. On my life, do you really mean to tell me that you still haven't done as I asked? Is this the sum total of wisdom in our realm? How many of you will it take before we have progress? This simply will not do. It's a dashed disgrace. How am I meant to look His Majesty in the eye? You mustn't get so agitated, old man. We wouldn't want your gout flaring up again, would we? I fear it is I who am at fault. I apologize. I've been altogether too immoderate in my demands. But, Your Majesty, you owe them no apology. This gaggle of ignoramuses, these so-called scholars, are the ones to blame here. No, expected too much. After our early successes with the aspirator, I had assumed that things would progress at the same heady pace. That was foolish of me. So we have visitors in our midst. I welcome you to my humble domain. You come to us at an exciting time. My subjects are currently striving to place our realm at the forefront of technological progress. You may return to the rulers of your land and tell them this. If they wish to march with us into the brave new future, we will gladly welcome them on our journey to the paradise of convenience and ease. Which reminds me, you gentlemen may return to your research. Your Majesty, it's... Now, my good man, take a few deep breaths and compose yourself. Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty. I bring important news. We've finally found one, Your Majesty. A mechanical man from ancient times. Can this really be true? Yes, Your Majesty. There's no mistake. I assure you, we found it in the far west of the kingdom, Your Majesty. So you ignored the received wisdom of centuries and ventured into no man's land, did you? Well, now we know what it has been hiding all these years. Things are getting interesting. Muster the troops. We depart immediately. You, man, you will guide me personally to the place of which you speak. Yes, Your Majesty. Ever so sorry for the interruption. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must prepare to depart. Exciting developments are afoot. You're most welcome to stay and enjoy all that this castle has to offer. Farewell for now. I will join the men and depart immediately. I leave matters here in your capable hands, Minister. Yes, Your Majesty, of course, Your Majesty. Do take care as you go. I say, visitors, what a rare treat. Have you had an audience with King Faraday? Yep. Splendid. I'm sure he was thrilled to meet you. I don't know who he takes after, but that boy has always been curious about new people and places. Unfortunately, the other side of that coin is that he tires of things awfully quickly. I shall have to have his tutor, Ambrose, warn him about the dangers of carelessly seeking novelty. Oh, hello there. Welcome to the castle dungeon. Well, it's not much of a dungeon, I suppose. For a start, no one's been locked up here in gosh knows how long. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I don't even think there's a lock on the door. If you want to poke your nose in, I shan't stop you. Men, the day we have been waiting for has finally arrived. The mechanical man has been located. Make preparations to depart for the no man's land to the west at once. I say, hold on just a second. Your Majesty, wait. You cannot go there. You mustn't. Come now, Ambrose. What the dickens has gotten into you? We finally found one of the automated soldiers we've been seeking for so long. Our dreams are about to become reality, at last. You should be as pleased as I am, surely. Your Majesty, I wish I could explain, really I do. Alas, all I can say is that you must call off your expedition immediately. Are you completely off your chump, Ambrose? I'll bring you a nice souvenir, I promise. Come on, you lot. Excuse me, could I trouble you for a moment? I know it's none of your concern, but I'm at a loss as to who else to ask. The cape far to the west of the castle has been designated a no man's land for centuries, you see. No one is permitted to enter under any circumstances whatsoever, no matter what reason they may have. It is my duty to see that the ban on entry is upheld, but I'm rather too much of an old lump to catch up with them. You couldn't chase the king down and stop him, could you? I know it's rather out of the blue, but you'd be doing an old man's a service. He wouldn't forget in a hurry. Let's get things underway, shall we? Flick that switch, will you? Right you are. Darnation. That simply won't do. Switch it off, man. Yes, sir. Right away. Dash it all. It's just not the cheese, is it? Why won't this blessed thing walk? The land to the west of here is strictly off limits. No one may enter under any circumstances whatsoever. The ready-made robotic assistant is in serious state of disrepair. It won't be working again anytime soon. No response from Master received. No movement detected. Soup temperature critically low. Commencing reheating procedure. The words? Consolidated combination combatory Consuitable Combustor Model CCC002 are engraved on the little bronze plate. Must administer hot soup. Soup will ensure revival. Ho ho! What do we have here? Are you not aware that it is strictly forbidden to enter this place? Well, I can't very well help it. If the old travellers wander in by mistake, I suppose. I shan't make a fuss this once. And besides, I won't be surprised if old Ambrose put you up to it anyway. You shouldn't listen to him, you know. Now, be a good fellow and stand aside. We wouldn't want Ambrose and yourself to be inconvenienced for obstructing the crown now, would we? Quickly! Before I lose my unflappable royal rag. So it's true. An actual mechanical man, as I live and breathe. It appears to be fully operational. I can scarcely believe it. Marvellous, just marvellous. This perfectly preserved specimen will be an incalculable boon to our research. Guards, escort our clockwork friend back to the castle without delay. Under no circumstances are you to manhandle it. Is that clear? This is a national treasure of the First Order. Yes, Your Majesty. Now, my dear, there's no need to be frightened. Come along. We'll take you somewhere nice. Master, motionless, must administer soup. Soup will ensure revival. Soup, you say? Well, if it's soup you're after, we've buckets of the stuff up at the castle. Come along now, follow me. Fresh soup required. Possible source identified. Investigating. So, this is the man behind it all, the visionary, the mechanical genius himself. I hope you will not object to us building on your achievements. Truly, we will be standing on the shoulders of a giant. So it seems some light is finally to be shed on the mystery of all those blank centuries. You are present at an epochal moment in our kingdom's history. But time waits for no man, and it is my task to fire up the engines of progress. A brighter future for mankind glimmers on the horizon. We must set our sights on reaching it. Now let's begin, shall we? Yes, let's get started. Now, we believe this flank-or protuberance here is what enables the contraption to stand on its own 2 feet. Shall we try detaching it and see? In the interest of science, of course. Certainly, I don't see why not. Your Majesty, I must ask that you to call a halt to this barbarity immediately. We must allow Ellie to return home. Ellie, eh? So the contraption has a name, does she? Ambrose. How very interesting. I had the feeling for a while now that you knew rather more than you had been letting on. It was the only thing that I could think of that would explain why you were quite so agitated about our little expedition. Ever so sorry, but you leave me little choice. Call the guards. But yes, Your Majesty, at once. Guards! Yes, Your Majesty. Escort Ambrose to the dungeon, will you? Ambrose, Your Majesty? Surely not, Your Majesty. Are you questioning the orders of your king, man? You heard me. Throw him in the dungeon this instant. Much as it pains me to do this, Ambrose, I'm afraid it must be done. You will languish a while at my pleasure. We must learn the secrets of the mechanical men as quickly as we are able, and without interruption. As to what manner of vital information you have been holding back, I'll discuss that with you later. Now take him away. Yes, Your Majesty. Ever so sorry, Ambrose, old man, but if you wouldn't mind coming with us. Not at all. You're only doing your duty. Shall we? Guards, one moment. There won't be any need to lock him in. Let's not make this any uglier than it has to be, hmm? Yes, Your Majesty. Given the choice, I would rather you hadn't witnessed that little scene just now. But Ambrose has been hiding something from me. It will not do. In any case, that's not important just now. What's important is that we hold the very future in our hands. The sun has risen on a new era in the history of our kingdom, nay, our world. The construction of fully automated humanoid helpers will bring joy to all and ensure a future of comfort and ease. I'm most awfully sorry. I really should never have dragged you into all this. But now that you're involved, I'm afraid you're my only hope. Could I possibly trouble you for one last favour? Sure. Thanks ever so much. I appreciate it. I really do. Now, the truth of the matter is that Ellie, up there, was created by an ancestor of mine, a fellow by the name of Autonomous. The poor gal wasn't able to get her head around the fact that he'd passed away, and has been doing her best to continue looking after him for all these centuries since his demise. When I first saw her at it, and understood what was going on, I made a solemn vow never to allow her routine to be disturbed. Which is why you have to help me. We must get dear old Ellie back home where she belongs. Now, she won't be going anywhere unless we can get her back on her feet. Without the vital component, those meddling nincompoops removed, that's not going to happen. As luck would have it, I have a spare part back in Frobishire that might do the trick. It's called a globule piston, and with a little rejiggering, it should be just the ticket. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to go and fetch it for me. My granddaughter will be able to tell you where it is, and keep it under your hat. That's a good lad. How odd. Grandfather went to the castle an awfully long time ago and he's still not back. What's that? You saw him? And he told you to get his special spare part? What special spare part could that be, I wonder? I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest. Wait, silly. You mean his super special buried treasure, don't you? Of course I know where that is. It's in an extra secret place that only we know about. He told me to remember it just in case he forgot. It's under the barrel near the stream. Just try digging there and you'll find it, but remember, it's a secret. Hyde digs tentatively. What luck! It's a globular piston. Father, I don't understand. Why in the blue blazes would you so flagrantly contradict His Majesty's wishes? Because, Theodore, my dear boy, those two poor lost souls deserve to be left in peace. It's about dependency, pure and simple. That's all well and good, but you must understand that things have changed and... Ah, it's you lot. Listen, Father, I understand how you feel, but you mustn't meddle in this matter anymore. Is that clear? Thank you for humouring my father. I'm glad someone was able to help him get his point across. I must confess to having rather mixed emotions about this whole Ellie business myself. But my job is to serve the king, and I must have faith that he knows what he is doing. Ah, so you brought me what I asked for. Capital stuff. This is splendid. There's nothing you can't fix with a globular plystron. I can get Ellie back on her feet in no time. I would imagine they've taken Ellie to the laboratory near the castle's main entrance. There's not a moment to lose. We must go and help poor Ellie. Ever so sorry, Ambrose, but where exactly do you think you're going? If you go running around the castle dressed like that, they'll nab you right away. Here, take my clobber. The guard changes out his uniform and offers it to Ambrose. Well, it would be rude to refuse such a kind offer, I suppose. Thanks awfully. You don't scrub up too badly, Ambrose. You don't look a day over 25. Now you should probably be getting along. Now I should really be thanking you for all you've done and letting you be on your way. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to help me one last time. Shall we? Ah, perfect timing. You couldn't have come at a better moment. I was just thinking that if I didn't eat soon, I'd keel over and expire. My colleagues have all gone off somewhere, you see, and apparently aren't inclined to come back anytime soon. I hate to ask, but I'd be ever so grateful if you'd hold the fort here while I go and eat something. Toodaloo. Jove, Ellie, what have they done to you, old girl? Well, not to worry, we're here to help. Yes, they've had their grubby mitts all over you, haven't they? But we'll soon have you fixed up. Now, this ought to get you back on your feet. Soup, temperature, critically low. Must locate Master. Searching. Master located. Master must return to bed. Master is critically ill. Hold on a blessed minute. You've got the wrong end of the stick, old girl. I'm not your master, you silly thing. That's all autonomous. Master is critically ill. Must return to bed. Must consume soup. Listen, Ellie. You're all at 6s and 7s here, my dear girl. I really am not who you think I am. Ellie, I really must insist that you stop this at once. Your master is not here. Did I not expressly forbid you to leave the dungeon, Ambrose? What in heaven's name do you think you're doing here? Master is critically ill. Must return to bed. Must consume soup. Ambrose is in danger. By golly, this rotten thing's about to clobber him. Not if I can bloody well help it. Wait, guards, stand down. It's not attacking him dash at all. Can't you hear? Stand down, I say. Ellie, Ellie, can you hear me, old girl? Ellie! No, damn it. You smashed the blasted thing to pieces. Ambrose, forgive me. Are you hurt? Ellie, old girl. Your mechanical friend here was not trying to attack you. I think we both know that. Yes, Your Highness. Seems that being old and somewhat worse for wear, it mistook you for the master it served so faithfully for so many years. I owe you an apology, Ambrose. I see now why you fought the poor creature's concern so I see now why you fought the poor creature's corner so fiercely. This machine. No, this is no machine. That much is clear. This faithful servant has far more to teach us about dedication and selfless love while alive than its corpse could ever teach us about the mysteries of mechanics. Ambrose, can you repair her? Can you restore Ellie to health? Yes, Your Highness. I should think so. Very well. Guards, I want you to carry her back to her home without delay. Yes, Your Majesty. That ought to have done the trick. Come on, old girl. See if you can stand. Master confirmed asleep. Must administer hot soup. Soup will ensure revival. Seems things are back to the way they were. I owe all of you an apology. Ambrose, you most of all. My blind pursuit of my dream, I was oblivious to the heartache that my actions might cause to others. Which is not to say that my goals were mistaken, I might add. Though I agree that Ellie must be left in peace, I remain committed to creating fully functioning bipedal mechanoids. And we shall do so not at the expense of others, but through our own hard work and dedication. Who knows, Ellie? We may have a new companion for you before too long. I only hope those who we eventually build will have half the heart you have shown. I really can't thank you enough, you know. There you were, just passing through, and I collared you and dragged you into this whole sorry affair. But I couldn't have done it without you. I'd very much like you to visit me in my house before you go, if you have the time, of course. Thanks, really. You've been absolute bricks. Every one of you. Now, if you'll excuse me. Well then, Ellie, old girl. Looks like all's well that ends well, eh? You'll be left in peace now, unless I'm very much mistaken. We owe all of this to our plucky band of travellers, of course. I know you're saying thank you in there somewhere, and I'm sure they know it too. Ah, so you came. Splendid. Well, do make yourself at home. Everything has worked out perfectly, and Ellie is back where she belongs, tending to her beloved master. I wouldn't have been able to do it without your help, you know. Without your able assistance, I don't think King Faraday would ever have seen the light. Thanks ever so much. I'll never forget all you've done for me, and for all of us. Hooray! My grandfather said I was a very good girl for doing what I was told and telling you where his treasure was. After you left, I wanted to see if there was any more buried treasure nearby, so I did a spot of digging to see what I could find. But all I could find was this funny old stone thingy. I haven't the foggiest what to do with it. Oh, I know. Here, it's for you. It's a present. Can't believe you let me trick you into taking that funny old dirty old stone thingy off me. Well, never mind. You can always throw it away. And with that aggravating island out of the way, that is where we'll be ending for the day. Everything should go much smoother from now on. Should. Oh,